Hi, and welcome to episode 9 of Miss Cathy's Critter Corner. I'm Miss Cathy, Children's Library Assistant, and today I'm coming to you from the beach in Jamesport, New York. This past weekend I got to do something really cool. I went seining at Island National Seashore Visitor Center with my friend Park Ranger Kelsey Susana. You may have met Ranger Kelsey when you went on a field trip to Smith Point with your class. So the FINS usually does programs all during the summer. They do seining and bird watching and walks on the beach and things like that. But because of COVID regulations, they're not really allowed to do that right now. There will be park rangers down at FINS Wednesday through Sunday during the afternoons, and they have children's activities that you can take home. You can talk to them and ask them questions about all different things that concern Fire Island. So go on down there and visit them. Because we can't do any in-person programs with FINS this summer, we thought it would be cool to do a seining program with Ranger Kelsey and show you what it's like. And then when restrictions are lifted, you can go and do one of these programs on your own.
We walked from the Fire Island Visitor Center along the boardwalk and along a path to the bayside. It was very buggy, so we had to use a lot of bug spray, and we were careful to stay on the path to avoid poison ivy. A seining net has weights on the bottom and floats on the top. Seining is when you take a very long net and drag it through the water to see what kind of fish are in the shallow part of the bay. People do this because it's fun to see what lives there and also to collect small fish to use for bait. To seine, you take the net out away from shore and then slowly and steadily move in toward the shore, holding the poles at a slight angle. When you get to the shore, you lift the net up quickly and lay it on the sand to see what you've caught.
We were careful not to harm any of the fish. After we scooped up the nets, we picked out the ones that we wanted to observe, and then we quickly released the others back into the bay, because more than a few minutes in the hot sun could kill them, and we didn't want to do that. Ranger Kelsey has a lot of experience with seining, so he knew what most of the fish were, but some of them were pretty hard to identify, and I was using an app called iNaturalist to help me figure out what they were.
The most common small fish you find when seining here are called Atlantic Silverside, otherwise known as shiners. Another common fish that stays small and is easy to catch in a seining net is a striped killifish. An interesting thing I learned about killifish is that the male fish have vertical stripes and the female fish have horizontal stripes. This one is female. This is a northern pipefish. They are related to a seahorse. They are pretty common but difficult to see because they look just like a piece of seaweed floating in the water.
Many of the small fish that you see when seining in the shallow water are already full grown, but you'll also find a lot of fish that are baby or juvenile versions of bigger fish. Fish were not the only things that we found while we were seining. We also found some crabs.
This is a juvenile blue claw crab. These are the baby version of the crabs everyone loves to catch and eat in the late summer. This is an Asian shore crab. Unfortunately, this is an invasive species that was accidentally introduced in 1988. Invasive species means it is not native here and it uses up resources needed by native species.
While we were seining, we came across an adult horseshoe crab. It was really fun to see him swimming along under the water. Ranger Kelsey picked him up and turned him over so that we could observe the underside of him. They're completely harmless animals and they're very interesting. I hope you enjoyed coming along on our seining trip, and I hope that when programs resume, you'll go down to FINS and do some of these programs yourself. I'm really grateful to Ranger Kelsey for taking the time to go seining with me. I really had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot of things about what's in the bay. I'm on vacation at the beach this week, so keep your eyes out for more videos about things that live in the bays around Long Island. Thanks so much for watching.